Buying a new gaming laptop in 2021 was more expensive than 2020, and they're going to be getting pricier in 2022. Acer Predator 300, for example, it's $300 more expensive than its previous version. But is it worth $1,700? In our previous video, we covered everything we liked about Helios 300, and this video is dedicated to problems we had with our review model. So let's get started. First of all, $1,700 is not a budget gaming laptop, and for the price, its material choice doesn't impress us. Yes, it has aluminum parts used here and there, but not as metalish as other gaming laptop options you have in that price range. Gigabyte Aero 15 and Razer Blade 15 base models, for example, give you a better feel and quality for the same price. Apart from material quality, its design hasn't changed a bit since the first version. Yes, latest versions have thinner bezels, but that's it. It kind of starts to show its age. In comparison to the more recent designs, which you can tell from the bezels, the annoyingly sharp front lip, the retro-looking blue status LED placed under the screen, and those plastic strips on the lid flanking the ugly panel-lit Predator logo. Acer nicely cleaned up the lid on the 2021 Predator Triton 500, and we can only hope the Helios will get the same treatment next year. The new Acer 300 isn't very strong on the hardware side. There's no biometrics, card reader, or USB-C video and charging ports. Take webcam, for example, it still has a 720p camera on the front, and as you can expect, it's crap. Images you take or your video recordings will look grainy and won't capture much details. Especially if you have a light source behind you such as a window, it'll turn into a white void because it can't balance the contrast properly. If you like playing games that require your webcam, or you need it for Zoom meetings, either look at other laptops or get a proper full HD external web camera. Its battery hasn't changed. There's still a 58 watt-hour battery inside the Acer Predator Helios 300 series, which by this time is rather small for a notebook in its class. But I understand it's a trade-off. Having a small battery allows Acer to offer space for a 2.5-inch storage drive inside, but at what cost? Well, you get short battery life compared to the alternatives out there. Most of the laptops we looked at offer at least an 80 watt-hour battery now. With the 58 watt-hour battery, you'll get 3 to 5 hours of Netflix when power-saving mode is on, 4 hours of 1080p YouTube, and 2 hours of web browsing with Chrome. Battery performance was better in previous generations of Helios 300. I'm hoping it's something that can be fixed by future software updates by Acer. But if battery performance is a concern for you, the Acer Predator Helios 300 is not a laptop you should be looking at. Fortunately, you get to choose what type of screen you want to get with Helios 300. However, they're all the same 15.6 inches size, matte in color, and non-touch, which is a bummer if you wanted productivity and gaming in the same device. However, its entry-level option, at FHD 144 Hz, 3 milliseconds panel from LG Philips, is quite good for what it is and provides 90+% sRGB color coverage, but limited contrast and blacks. Please note that calibration isn't great out of the box. You should do some calibration to get a fine and uniform panel. Otherwise, gamma and white point might be a little messed up if you have a trained eye. Although it isn't annoying in our test unit, there's a fair bit of light bleeding on the screen. Keyboard and trackpad haven't changed in the last 2 generations of Predator. They're still alright, but not as great as what you'll get from the competition in 2022. The Acer Predator Helios 300 can get a little spicy while gaming. After gaming for 15 minutes, the underside capped out at 121 degrees Fahrenheit, which is above our 95-degree comfort threshold. The center of the keyboard and touchpad hit 105 degrees and 81 degrees, respectively. When running something more casual, the Helios 300 doesn't get too hot. After streaming a 15-minute, 1080p video, the underside hit 100 degrees, the keyboard measured 89 degrees, and the touchpad managed 78 degrees. These are some of the downsides of the new Acer Helios 300. Please go check out our full review to get a full picture on the device. It's actually not that bad when you consider all its good features.